Hi again, it's Jill from Relax, Release and Reiki. So this is the second part in a mini-series on releasing trapped energy that we may be holding in our bodies, that may be manifesting as an ache, pain or illness, or just general feelings of tiredness and feeling weighed down. So it can manifest in lots of different ways. So in part one, we identified the areas in our body that may be feeling out of whack. And we started that process of releasing the energy that we're holding. In this video, I want to guide us through identifying where that trapped energy stemmed from, what memories are linked to that. Now, it may be a series of memories or it may be one quite large event. What I would say is that may feel a bit scary, but remember that Reiki is always a return to love. So you're not going to be shown anything that's going to be upsetting. It's going to be a gentle process. Reiki will only ever show you what you're comfortable with and what you can deal with. Okay, it's never going to be, as I say, an upsetting or a traumatic experience. So you can trust the process and know that it's safe to explore. And not to say that it might not be emotional. There's often quite a few tears as you realise what you've been holding, and then the tears are a release of that. So see them as a good thing. Okay. I am going to be guiding us through a Reiki session, but I would invite you to, if you can, grab a pen and paper or have your phone to hand to write some notes on. I feel as though we're going to pause through the Reiki, because what I find is in the moment I think, oh, I'm definitely going to remember that, because I'm in a almost hypnotic state. You know, I'm deeply relaxed. It's like when you dream, you think, oh, I definitely remember that in the morning, and then when you wake up, it's gone. So I'll invite you to pause and maybe just write stuff down, just so that you then can refer to it later. Okay. So for this session, I actually invite you just to sit down rather than lie down, if that's possible for you. Just because I encourage you to write something down. I think that feels like the way to go on this one. Alright, so yeah, if you're not already seated, take a seat. Oh, and I haven't said, obviously don't watch this if you are driving or operating heavy machinery, even if it's just thinking, oh, I'm not going to go through it, because Reiki energy will be flowing and it takes you into a deeply relaxed state. So please be safe. Use this as a time for yourself to relax. And likewise, if you've had alcohol, recreational drugs or caffeine in the last couple of hours, again, maybe come back to this later. Alright. Okay. So, thinking about... No, sorry. Let's open up to the Reiki and let's get started. Try and move away from our rational brain that always likes to put a filter on things. So help us to relax and get into our innate wisdom and intuition. So I invite you to close your eyes and just pause here for a moment. Just notice the busyness of your thoughts. It's all fine. Take a breath in, deep breath in, and release. That one was not very full, was it at all? Often that's the case. Let's try that again. Breathing in deeply. Feel your diaphragm. That's better. Release the breath. Another one of those. Breathing in. Breathing out. Okay, good. As we go through the Reiki, you'll notice that those deep breaths get deeper, able to slow things down a little bit more, with every breath you take. And it's not that easy just to switch from the busyness of your day into this relaxed in-flow state. Okay, so don't expect to be able to just, by the click of your fingers, be able to do that. So thinking, being at the end of the day. As I say, just notice the busyness of your thoughts and just acknowledge them with curiosity and love, and just trust that even in a matter of moments, you'll start to notice things slow down. So as opening up to the Reiki, feel as though the shaft of golden light is coming in through the crown of your head, and then in like a golden ball, just gently spinning through you, from the top of your head right down to the tips of your fingers, tips of your toes, and also just gently spinning around you. It's not something that makes you feel dizzy or anything like that. It's just almost like being cocooned in beautiful, warm, loving energy, which is Reiki. It's love in its purest sense, and it feels good. And trust that it's safe to deeply relax into these feelings. They may be unfamiliar feelings, as we're not used to opening our hearts to love in its truest sense. Not for ourselves anyway. We like to project that out to others around us, but this is about welcoming love into our own hearts, into our own energy spheres. Let's do a grounding exercise before we get started. So no matter where you happen to be sitting, just bring the focus to the soles of your feet. And if it is at all possible, plant your feet on the floor. No problem if not, but if you can, plant them on the floor. Bring your focus to the soles of your feet, and no matter where you happen to be, just trust the earth is beneath your feet, coming up to meet you. Let's take a deep breath in. Release the breath. And on the next breath you take, feel as though you're releasing roots down into the earth to really deeply connect with nature, with the universe. Breathe in. Start to feel that connection, and breathe out. And not only making a connection with the earth, but also releasing any energy that isn't needed. So as we breathe the Reiki in through the crown of our head, we can release unwanted, unneeded energy through the soles of our feet, through the roots that we're laying down into the earth, for Mother Nature to recycle. Just pause here for a moment. Continue to take deep breaths if you feel you want to, or breathe normally. It's entirely up to you. trusting the process of receiving the Reiki and releasing whatever needs to go. Down through the soles of your feet. Release, relax a little bit more, a little bit more. Just go with the flow of your energy. Know that it's safe to do so. And then just creating your own oasis of calm. Feel as though you're cocooned in that loving embrace which is Reiki. And just for now, you can let everything else go. You can allow your thoughts to slow down, your breathing to slow down as you relax a little bit more, a little bit more. Just notice how you feel a little stiller, just even a tiny bit more relaxed. Feel as though all your thoughts that tend to get scattered during the busyness of our lives come back into that midline, as if someone was drawing a line down the centre of your body, pulling it all back. Feeling calmer, more at peace, stiller. Okay. And now, if it's possible, lay your hands gently over the area where your heart is in your physical body. Just gently. And let's breathe into that space. So take a deep breath in, into your heart area. Fill the space and breathe out through that area. And as we breathe into our heart space, that energy expands. We're opening our heart to ourselves. Breathe in and out. With every breath, that energy is expanding. If it's possible, picture yourself standing in your heart energy, whatever that means for you, whatever imagery comes up. Maybe you're in a garden, in a library, in a cathedral, in the ocean, whatever imagery feels good to you. It's somewhere where you feel really at peace, very safe, feeling assured. Somewhere where you can deeply relax and just be yourself, your true self. There is so much love for you here, and you can feel it, as if you're being enveloped in a loving embrace. If you find your thoughts want to wander away from this space, just gently invite them to come back. Come back into your heart space, or just with love, just slow thoughts, slow responses. Okay, just continue to show yourself love. So if you float away, that's absolutely fine. Almost like just pull yourself back into, if you were hugging yourself, just pull yourself back into that space. Each time you feel like you want to float away, just very gently. Don't get caught up in whether it's right or wrong, or get frustrated. Just, okay, I floated off. Back I come on, give myself a hug, it feels good. Sometimes this can take a little bit of practice. It's not something that we're used to doing. So be gentle to yourself, be kind, be patient. Okay, but no matter what's happening for you, just trust that a little bit of yourself is firmly deposited in your heart energy. It absolutely is. And with that knowing comes a sense of security, a sense of love, of course, and a sense of trust, all for yourself. So trusting yourself, loving yourself, knowing that it is safe, that you're safe. And now I invite you to ask your energy to go back in time to identify memories linked to trapped energy. So thinking back to just one of the areas where you felt a little out of flow or a lot out of flow in the previous video. And then ask your energy to go back in time and show a memory that is linked to where you started to bank this energy, this trapped energy. Just relax and allow it to happen. Just notice how old you are. So it could be just a few years ago, or you may have gone right back to being a very small person, like maybe even like a first memory almost. All's good. Actually, I would say if you've got a recent memory, just invite your energy to go back further in time. And once again, keep going back. Interesting. Okay, let's just keep going back until you're anywhere between the ages of, say, what shall we say? It's coming up 3 and 8. Now it might be you're just seeing yourself as a younger person rather than actually linked to a specific time. Just notice where you are. Are you at home? on holiday, and who is there with you. Stay nice and relaxed, just trust the process. If you need to, take a nice deep breath in and release the breath. And as if that younger version of yourself is in front of you, you're just surveying the scene. Ask them how they're feeling. What's going on for them? Are they feeling upset, scared, angry, lonely, unsafe? Allow them to express themselves in the knowledge that you're there to love and protect them now. It's safe for them to express how they're feeling. Want to release this, let it out. It's not that this is all just going to keep bubbling up now. This is the time to release it. You're here as a loving protector. Just, if possible, just notice what these feelings are linked to. Just, has something happened? Has somebody said something to your younger self? What are these feelings and emotions linked to? As your younger self is talking, offer them love and support. If you feel you want to, reach out and envelop them in a loving embrace. Maybe stroke their hair, stroke their back. Let them know they're safe, that they're loved. Okay, so if you haven't already, imagine yourself hugging your younger self. Maybe you need to kneel down in your mind's eye, draw them towards you and tell them, I love you. You are safe. You are loved. And it's time to release those feelings and let them go. Your younger self no longer needs to hold those feelings. I release feeling, and you fill in the blanks. I release feeling scared, lonely, angry, responsible, whatever it happens to be. Once again, tell your younger self that you love them. I love you. You are safe. You are loved. And imagine that you are hugging yourself and just continue to bring your younger self closer and closer into you until you become one again. And then lay your hands on your heart if you can. And just say to yourself, I am safe. I am loved. Okay. And now, still in quite a floaty state, if you just make a note of the feelings and emotions that came up for you just now. Just take a moment to write those down. You don't have to put full sentences, just put unsafe, overwhelmed, hurt, lonely, whatever it may be. Scribble them down. If you need to, you can pause the video, get it all down, go with what feels good to you, what feels right to you. You know better than anybody. It's your energy at the end of the day. Alright, then just close your eyes once again. Alright, so we started that process of releasing. Just notice where you feel it in your body again. And if you need to, just say again, I release X, Y and Z. And welcome in some more affirming beliefs. So if you felt scared, say that I feel safe. If you felt lonely, I feel loved and supported. Always use 100% positive statements though, rather than I am not So I am loved, I am supported, I am safe, I am strong, I am resilient, I am happy, I'm responsibility free, I am confident, I am capable, I am good enough. And just feel the love that is there for you, for all of us. Feel that in your heart, in your body, in your soul. Okay. All right. So start to notice your actual physical body, and we'll come back into the room. Alright, just ask the Reiki to stop just for now, and we say thank you for its healing light and love. Okay, so start to wiggle, have a stretch, yawn, whatever you need to, then open your eyes and join me back in the room. Okay, so that can be quite an emotional process. But trust, now that you have identified where this trapped energy stems from, you can let it go. So if you did write down some of the emotions and feelings that came up, I invite you to turn them into an affirming statement, an affirmation. Because we create neural pathways in our brain, which is like our default way of thinking. And when we've got core beliefs that say that I'm not good enough, I'm not safe or whatever, that script runs in the background. So that when some new information comes in, a new experience, well, second by second that's happening, our brains will compare it against what we've got banked. And certain neural pathways will trigger our default responses. So by creating an affirming statement, you're telling your brain, actually, this is the way that I'm going to think now. And through repetition, our brains start to take notice and say, oh, okay, now I am confident, I'm resilient, or whatever it may be. So write yourself an affirmation, just a couple of sentences, nothing too long, otherwise you're not going to remember it. And just say that to yourself each and every day. I am confident, I am safe, I am capable, I am tenacious, I am fit and healthy, I am strong, whatever resonates with you. But notice how I always say I am, as if it's happened already. And also, it's 100% positive. I'm not saying what I'm not. See, that's really key, because our brain doesn't hear the word not, it will just hear the other word. So we don't want that. If you're struggling to come up with an affirmation, you can drop a comment and I will help you to script one. But as I say, keep it quite short, just a few things, so that you can remember it and repeat it every single day. And it will start to shift your thinking. And it also helps releasing that memory and that trapped energy that you're holding in your body. And again, go gently with yourself. If there are a few areas of your body where you felt some form of discomfort or not being in balance, go through this process for one, give yourself a bit of time, and then just keep repeating this until you feel that you've released all of it. But just go at a steady pace, okay? Be patient and be kind to yourself. Alright, so just wish you lots of love and happiness.